Hello. Today we're going to do a review of the product production and delivery scheduling. This is a continuous improvement project. My name is Matt Parker, and you can see I'm a junior for a mechanical engineering technology degree. To kind of give you what we're going to go over here, here's a quick timeline. We're going to do kind of an introduction of what the opportunity is we're dealing with in the facility. A little bit of background on what that opportunity is and what we do. We're going to go through the methodology of how we're going to try to see what our issue is with that opportunity that arose was, the results from what we went through on that, conclusions we can we come to from that, and then the takeaways from that conclusion. So here first we found that our delivery schedule isn't meeting what we try to shoot for, our 70% in our facility. Right now we're only doing about 51.08% on average, which is well below goal. So we need to kind of figure out what's going on in the facility. There has to kind of be a root cause of what's going on. A little background on what we're doing in the facility. We're producing 5 different products, and we have to get them delivered on time. And right now we are barely 50% on time. So as I said before, we're 51% on average for on times. Right now we have a production line that really has a constant fail of around 9.5 on average for our quality. That's kind of a given. We know that with our 5 products, so that's discounted from the very beginning. So to try to figure out what this root cause of the opportunity was, we went through a year's worth of data, correlated that into some information and graphs, and we're going to try to pull some conclusions from that. So as I said here, we put them into graphs. We're trying to pull some conclusions. What you can come up to here was a year's worth of data. So here you can see that if our total deliveries for the year is 1204, out of that 615 were on time. So that was barely our 51%. We had 589 that were not on time, they were late. Some of these were up to half a month late, which is really unacceptable in any profession. We can see where we broke down what our causes were for not being on time. Our most common one is a failed inspection, but as we know, that's at a 9.5. We know it's going to be there. So we have to kind of look at what is causing our failed inspections before that, because our total failures were 591. It's quite a few failures. Not all of them caused us to be late, but practically everyone did. I also took the time to break down by model that we're selling, which one's the best, which one's the worst. And it looks like, and from our information we pulled, product number A had the most issues. So, going through our months, we can see what our on-time versus our lates were for the year. We can see there happens to be a trend between March and May, and then again between September and November. Looking at those, we know there has to be some kind of root cause that caused us to go from 55% on times to 41% on time. That's a drastic drop. And again over here from 5.5 down to a 4.6. That's almost the same when it comes to a drop. Something happened. But even from that you can see consistently we're not reaching our 70. There is a root cause we need to go into. Here we can pull from that information a new conclusion. And this is just kind of looking at March through May, our biggest dip. From here we can see that broken tools made up, just from May, our worst month, 18 for broken tools, 18 for missing parts. That right there alone equated for 50% of our lates for that month. Then we had engineering change, failed inspections for good discredit, because we know that's going to happen, and a capacity hit that is 9. So from that we can see that there has to be a correlation between this. And what it looks like is whenever we change a product, it looks like it induces stress on our production line, and that compounds farther down the line. It causes broken machineries, broken parts, which causes missing parts, and then that affects our capacity because it affects our work in progress, and we can't get enough out, which makes us late. So our takeaways from that is, from now on, it looks like what we're really going to have to do is really focus on not making radical changes to our products. If we do implement them in a very staged manner, not all at once, the engineering team is going to have to be involved, seeing as one of the issues that caused us to be late was re-engineering our product line after already changing the products, and to alleviate the stress on the line so we can keep a work in progress up. We don't have bottlenecks. We don't have anything waiting in line. We can kind of keep a perfect one-to-one production schedule there where we know we're cranking out and we're going to be on time with our products. So again, when we go in there, the engineering team will be engaged first so they can implement these changes slowly over time to make sure that everything is done a bit at a time, not all at once, so any impact we do cause will be minimal. And hopefully with this change, we won't have any severe dips anymore with changing of products. And if we do decide to change a product, it may be a small dip, but every other month hopefully can be raised 10 or 15%. Much closer to reaching our 70% goal and hopefully reaching that 70% goal. And that's what we really need to focus on in our facility. Thank you for your time.